Have you ever updated your Android Studio only to find that your app won't run anymore? It's frustrating, right? If that's you, then you're in the right place. Today, we're tackling the issue of the Android version code not found error in Android Studio. I completely understand how annoying it is when you update your tools, expecting everything to work smoothly, and then you hit a roadblock. You're definitely not alone in this. Many developers face similar issues after updates. Here's the specific situation we're looking at. One user recently reported that after updating to Android Studio 3.0 Canary 2, they encountered an error stating that the attribute Android version code was not found. They even checked their Android manifest.xml file and confirmed that the attribute is there. Sound familiar? Let's dig into this together and find a solution. So, what could be causing this issue? This error often arises due to inconsistencies between the build files and the manifest. It can also happen if the project settings are not properly configured after an update. We'll break it down step by step so you can figure out what's going on. And don't go anywhere. I've got a crucial tip at the end that will help you avoid this issue in the future. To resolve the issue with the missing Android version code attribute, the user should first check the Android manifest.xml file for any syntax errors. It's important to ensure that the XML structure is correct. Next, the user should verify that the build.gradle file is correctly configured. Specifically, they need to ensure that the default config section includes the version code and version name attributes. If the configuration looks correct, the user should try cleaning and rebuilding the project. This can help resolve any cached issues that might be causing the error. Additionally, the user can try invalidating the cache and restarting Android Studio. This can often resolve unexpected issues that arise after updates. Finally, if the problem persists, the user should consider checking for updates to Android Studio or the Android Gradle plugin, as these updates may contain fixes for known issues. Did you know? The first version of Android Studio was released in 2013, and it has come a long way since then. But even the best tools can have hiccups after updates. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution from another user suggests that this bug has been resolved in Android Studio 3.0 Canary 6. They recommend updating both Android Studio and all SDK components, followed by restarting Android Studio. Let's take a moment to review another user's answer. An alternative solution provided by another user is to simply invalidate the caches in Android Studio. They found that this action resolved the issue without needing to disable Instant Run or manually delete any build folders. Let's check out another perspective from a different user. An alternative solution shared by another user involves two simple steps. First, clean the project from the build menu. Then, rebuild the project from the same menu. After doing this, they were able to launch the app for testing without any issues. Let's take a moment to review another user's answer. An alternative solution shared by another user involves deleting the build folder in your project directory. This forces Gradle to recompile everything. They also deleted the Gradle folder, but had to recreate it manually. However, they believe the main fix was deleting the build folder. Let's take a moment to review another user's answer. An alternative solution from another user suggests rebuilding the project or making a small change in the build.gradle file, like updating the version name. After syncing, this often resolves the issue temporarily. Here's the crucial tip I promised. Always back up your project before updating Android Studio. This way, if something goes wrong, you can easily revert to a working version. And there you have it. You should be able to resolve the Android version code not found error now. Remember, keeping your project settings in check is key. If you found this helpful, hit the subscribe button for more tips, and don't miss our next video on optimizing your Android app.